Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to In Concert here at the John Player Theatre. I know that you're going to enjoy them, and I know you're going to give them a thunderous round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, Logue McCool.
I knew the stakes were high right from the start. When she dealt the cards, I dealt my heart. Now I've just found a game that I can play. This is where the cowboy rides away, and my heart is sinking like the setting sun. Setting on the things I wish I'd done. It's time to say goodbye to yesterday. This is where the cowboy rides away. We've been in and out of love and in between. Now we face the final showdown scene. As the credits roll, a sad song starts to play. This is where the cowboy rides away, and my heart is sinking like the setting sun. Setting on the things I wish I'd done. It's time to say goodbye to yesterday. This is where the cowboy rides away, and my heart is sinking like the setting sun. Setting on the things I wish I'd done. The last goodbye's the hardest one to say. This is where the cowboy rides away, and the last goodbye's the hardest one to say. This is where the cowboy rides away.
Thank you. And welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoy the show. It's a great pleasure for us here to be here tonight at the John Player Theatre. And for the next 40-45 minutes, whatever it takes, we're going to do, I think it's about 10 songs off the album, which was recorded in Nashville. This next song has a bit of a ring to it for ourselves. One night we were out having a few bevies. Actually, I was driving that night, but Chris was pushing. But anyway, parked the car. Parked the car, and Chris got the chair out of the back of the boot, and it rolled down the hill. And it was like the golden shot. Left a bit, right a bit, right a bit, Chris left a bit, right a bit. This is the riggers a drink, the horrors a drink. This next one's called Reasons to Quit.
sober. My old friends don't come round much anymore. Reasons to quit. The low is always lower than the high. And the reasons to quit don't outnumber all the reasons why. So we keep smoking, we keep drinking, having fun, never thinking,
Laughing at the price tag that we pay.
we keep roaring down the fast lane like two young men feeling no pain. The reasons for quitting is getting bigger each day. Reasons to quit.
I can't afford to have it all the time. I need to stay sober. I need to write some new songs that will rhyme.
Reasons to quit. They have no rhyme or reason when you're high. Reasons to quit don't outnumber all the reasons why. We keep smoking, we keep drinking, having fun and never thinking, laughing at the price tag that we pay. We keep roaring down the fast lane like two young men feeling no pain. The reasons for quitting is getting bigger. Reasons for quitting getting bigger each day.
Thank you. That was an old Willie Nelson number there.
All right, Jordan.
Okay, Mary. This next number, actually, the first time we done this was outside the city centre in Belfast. Wet and windy. We were cold, but we were enjoying ourselves. It's one recorded by Don Williams. I think he also wrote it. One called Ghost Story. I see how you tremble whenever he walks through your mind, stirring up memories that cloud up your eyes, where the light of our love ought to shine. I know that he hurt you so bad, you must have been going insane. Now I finally learned how to hold you together when somebody mentions his name. He's just a ghost story, so don't let him scare you. He's not really there like he seems. And tonight when I hold you, I'll hold you so close, I love him right out of your dreams.
Know that he calls you and tells you that our love can't last.
But don't you believe him, 'cause honey, he's wrong. He's never been right in the past. So don't let him scare you and tell you those lies. He just can't admit that you're free. So the next time he calls you, just hand me the phone and see if he'll say that to me. He's just a ghost story, so don't let him scare you. He's not really there like he seems. And tonight when I hold you, I'll hold you so close. I love him right out of your dreams. And tonight when I hold you, I'll hold you so close. I love him right out of your dreams.
Thank you. Can't wagon. He's written some very good material. Well, to continue on, I'd like to feature Chris this time, on the first few verses anyway, of a number written about a famous American country singer. You might guess the name halfway through the song. It's a number called Silver Eagle.
Well, he rides into town on the back of a big silver eagle, strapped to his shoulders are the burden of staying on top, and the lines in his face tell the story of an uphill flight. You can tell how he feels day by the songs that he writes. He's loved by millions, somehow he's their prisoner as well. As he rides down the road in his 10-wheel aluminum cell, and he lives for the day that the eagle will carry him home. For the glamour is over, nearly all of his seeds have been sown. Let him go, Silver Eagle. There must be a better way of life for this great American poet who's singing his songs about the everyday working man's life.
One night on the road, just south of the Addy Hole line, we were smoking some corn tracks and attempting to alter our minds, when just before daylight Hag pushed back his hat and he said,
Are we putting too much emphasis on being a star? Can we do a little bit of living instead?
let him go, Silver Eagle. There must be a better way of life for this great American poet who's singing his songs about the everyday working man's life. Let him go, Silver Eagle. There must be a better way of life for this great American poet who's singing his songs about the everyday working man's life.
Thank you. It was Merritt Haggard we were singing about there.
We continue this time with a song that came off the record of Merritt Haggard's.
very lovely song called Diana. I remember it all started in 1929 when me and Diana first moved to Alaska to homestead some of that free government land. 40 miles from the nearest gravel road, we cut our lives in the ponderosa pine. We sweated hard to beat the winter snow, but the cabin's up and we got lots of time. And what have you got planned tonight, Diana? Would you consider lying in my arms? I love you more than ever now, Diana. I'm sure you're the reason I was born. Jim was born the first year we were here. Look at him. My God, he's almost grown. The baby's in the cradle, fast asleep. Just thinking no time he'll be up and gone. And what have you got planned tonight, Diana? Would you consider lying in my arms? I love you more than ever now, Diana. I'm sure you're the reason I was born. Well, time sure does fly, doesn't it, Diana? It's been almost 2 years now since you've been gone. Speaking of time, I guess you know that mine's gonna see you tonight. Just another breath or two and I'll be home. By the way, what have you got planned tonight, Diana? Would you consider lying in my arms? I love you more than ever now, Diana. I'm sure you're the reason I was born. I love you more than ever now, Diana. I'm sure you're the reason I was born. Thank you, thank you. Thank you very much. The next song is also on the Nashville album.
You like saying that, though?
Does no harm. And if you do happen to want to buy one, buy two in case you lost one. Anyway. It's one called Shelley's Wonder Love. I know I'm only Shelley's winter love. She only seems to need me now and then. I know I'm only Shelley's winter love, but she's mine alone till springtime comes again. I know that she'll be leaving when those friends of hers start calling her from town. So I live and wait for Shelley's winter season, when her troubled moments bring her back around. I know painted world turns cold and stormy. That's when she finds the need to come around to these arms of mine she knows are always waiting. But she'll leave when love has fought the winter ground. I know I'm only Shelley's winter love. She only seems to need me now and then. I know I'm only Shelley's winter love, but she's mine alone till springtime comes again. Thank you.
That's the Chris Logue show over. Okay, we'll just go on now. A number of years ago, it was an ambition really just to do a song like this and put it down on record. And thanks to a certain gentleman called Tony Lockman, we've managed to do that.
He wants more money.
So, it's quite a catchy wee number, so I hope you clap your hands along to it. Number called Blue Ridge Mountain Girl.
It's so cold here in Chicago. The wind can cut you like a knife. Another dime, another dollar. What a way to spend a life. She was young and I was restless. I went off to win the world. Said goodbye to my Virginia and the Blue Ridge Mountain girl. You can see her standing by the window, and there's nothing sadder in the world than those green eyes all red from crying of my Blue Ridge Mountain girl.
In my hand, I hold a letter. Said she'd made such a pretty bride. As I lay here in the darkness, she lies by another side. I've got money in my pocket, silver rings that I wear, but I trade them all this minute for the gold that's in her hair. You can see her standing by the window, and there's nothing sadder in the world than those green eyes all red from crying of my Blue Ridge Mountain girl. You can see her standing by the window, and there's nothing sadder in the world than those green eyes all red from crying of my Blue Ridge Mountain girl, of my Blue Ridge Mountain girl. Thank you for clapping along there. Before I forget, I think we should give the boys at the back here a big round of applause. We're going to be standing there all night and nobody's taking any notice of them. There's a story behind this next song too, and it happened in America. We're in the recording booth doing this number, and there's a certain harmony line or whatever you do with them, but it took nearly, it was taking ages. And all I heard from Chris here was, I wish I was blind drunk at the moment. And we did go out, and we had a few orangeades and sarsaparillas after, didn't we, Chris?
Sure enough.
It's a number recorded, again, it's a favourite of ours, a fellow called Ronnie Millsap. Number called Beginning to Forget You. Clap your hands along if you feel like it. I'm beginning to forget you. Those old heartaches are gone. I'm beginning to sleep at night. No more crying until dawn. I can hear your name mentioned now, and it brings no misery. I'm beginning to forget you, like you forgot me. I'm beginning to smile again, after crying for so long. I can hear the tune we love so well, and it's just another song. I'm so happy that it's over, so thankful to be free. I'm beginning to forget you, like you forgot me.
I'm beginning to forget you. Those old heartaches are gone. I'm beginning to sleep at night. No more crying till dawn. I can hear your name mentioned now, and it brings no misery. I'm beginning to forget you, like you forgot me.
I'm beginning to smile again, after crying for so long. I can hear the tune we love so well, and it's just another song. I'm so happy that it's over, so thankful to be free. I'm beginning to forget you, like you forgot me. I'm beginning to forget you, like you forgot me. Thank you. I'll just play on here, so go on to the break. Is that catching I heard this next number in the dance halls years ago. Again recorded by Don Williams. I think he sang it in the Grosvenor Hall that night in Belfast, but in 1982. It's a number called Rodeo Man. She's a barmaid in a West Texas dance hall. She's there every night till they close. Cowboys pay for the jukebox, and she plays San Antonio Rose. I know her life ain't been easy. The lines in her face say it all, but she still is a beautiful woman in the lights of the Texas dance hall. But she won't sit down at your table
and I know that you can't hold her hand. She won't go home with you, cowboy. She's in love with the rodeo man. He's hard, he's scarred, and he's graying. He's stoned most all of the time. He sits at a dark corner table, and he waits there until closing time. But she won't sit down at your table, and I know that you can't hold her hand. She won't go home with you, cowboy. She's in love with the rodeo man. Oh, she won't go home with you, cowboy. She's in love with the rodeo man. No, she won't go home with you, cowboy. She's in love with the rodeo man.
Yeah. Has anybody ever heard of Gene Autry? Okay. Have you ever went to see him in the pictures when you were young? You did? Saturday Miners? 4 o'clockers? We'll do this especially for you ladies. This is one, it's about Gene Autry and about a young chap who is one highlight of the week was to go and see Gene Autry at the pictures. It's called Gene Autry, My Hero. My childhood memories I treasure the most, I suppose, where the Saturday afternoons spin at the town picture show. I'd worked all week long in the fields, but at night I would dream. I'd see Gene Autry go riding across the big screen. Saturday mornings I'd walk 5 miles or more. 12 o'clock noon found me first one in line at the door. I worked all week long, but today I'd fulfill that dream. When I'd see Gene Autry go riding across the big screen. The man in the white cowboy hat is a hero to me. He was and he is now, and I guess he always will be. Time takes away many things, but it can't take the dream. When I'd see Gene Autry go riding across the big screen. Oft as a child from my home in the country I'd roam. My daddy would scold me, I'd never be around home. Mom understood me, she'd always smile when I'd say, Gene Autry and I had been rounding up outlaws all day. The man in the white cowboy hat is a hero to me. He was and he is now, I guess he always will be. Time takes away many things, but it can't take the dream.
when I'd see Gene Autry go riding across the big screen. When I'd see Gene Autry go riding across the big screen.
Special for you ladies. This is the part of the program now where we forget about country music and move back to homegrown Irish ballads. This first one was written, I think, by Edith and John, by Dublin. And I think it's a beautiful number. It's called Dublin in the Rare Old Times. Heroes are renowned, are the passing tales and the glories. Once was Dublin town, the hallowed halls and houses, haunting children's rhyme, that once was part of Dublin in the rare old times. Ring-a-ring, rosy, as the lights decline, I remember Dublin city in the rare old times. Well, my name, it is Sean Dempsey, as Dublin as can be, born hard and late at the Pimlico, in a house that ceased to be. By trade I was a cooper, lost out to redundancy, like my house that fell to progress. My trade's a memory, so I courted Peggy Dean, as pretty as can be, a rogue and a child of Mary, from the rebel liberties. I lost her to a student lad, his skin's as black as coal, when he took her off to Birmingham. She took away my soul. Ring-a-ring, a rosy, as the lights decline, I remember Dublin city in the rare old times. Fare thee well, my Anna Liffey, I can no longer stay and watch the new glass cages rise up along the quay. My mind's too full of memories, too old to hear new chimes. I'm a part of what was Dublin in the rare old times. Ring-a-ring, a rosy, sing along, as the lights decline, I remember Dublin city in the rare old times. Ring-a-ring, a rosy, as the lights decline, I remember Dublin city in the rare old times. Thank you. This time it's a Foster and Allen number. Again, made famous, very famous by that marvelous duo. I remember my mother getting the album. She never stopped playing this number at home. It's one called Maggie.
I wander today through the hills, Maggie, to watch the scene below. The creek and the creaking old mill, Maggie, where we used to love long ago. The green grove is gone from the hills, Maggie, where once the daisies sprung. The creaking old mill is still, Maggie, since you and I were young.
They say we are feeble with age, Maggie. My steps are much slower than them. My face is a well-written page, Maggie, and time all alone was the pen. They say we have outlived our time, Maggie, as dated the songs that we've sung. But to me, you're as fair as you were, Maggie, when you and I were young. They say we have outlived our time, Maggie, as dated a song that we've sung. But to me, you're as fair as you were, Maggie, when you and I were young. When you and I were young. Thank you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've enjoyed our show. Come to the last number of the night. I'd like to let Chris take it out. You've enjoyed being here. Have you enjoyed yourselves? Yeah.
Bless you.
This last number, again, a very, very famous number. Logue McCool, The Isle of Innisfree.
I've met some folk who say that I'm a dreamer, and I've no doubt there's truth in what they say. But sure, a body's bound to be a dreamer when all the things are far away, and precious things are dreams unto an exile. They take him o'er the land across the sea, especially when it happens he's an exile from that dear lovely isle of Innisfree.
Sing along.
And when the moonlight flits across the rooftop of this great city, wondrous though it be, I scarcely hear its wonder or its laughter. I'm once again back home in Innisfree. I wander o'er green fields through dreamy valleys, and find the peace no other land could know. I hear the birds make music fit for angels, and watch the rivers laughing as they flow. But dreams don't last, though dreams are not forgotten, and soon I'm back to stern reality. Although they play the footpaths here with gold dust, I still would choose my isle of Innisfree. Although they pave the footpaths here with gold dust, I still would choose my isle of Innisfree.
Good afternoon.
God bless you.
Reasons to quit.
The smoke and booze don't do me like before, and I'm hardly ever sober. My old friends don't come round much anymore.
Reasons to quit. The low is always lower than the high.
And the reasons to quit don't outnumber all the reasons why.
So we keep smoking, we keep drinking, having fun, never thinking, laughing at the price tag that we paid. We keep roaring down the fast lane like two young men feeling no pain. The reasons for quitting
getting bigger each day.